Here I am again, sitting in this quiet moment before the day takes off running. My coffee is still warm in my hands, and honestly, my heart is already racing thinking about everything ahead of me. You know that feeling, don't you? When your mind starts making lists before your feet even hit the floor. I need to talk to you about confidence today, God. Not the fake kind that I put on like armor when I walk into meetings. Not the social media version where everything looks perfect and put together. I'm talking about real confidence. The kind that comes from knowing you're with me, even when my voice shakes and my palms get sweaty. There's this presentation I have to give later today, and I keep rehearsing it in my head. What if I stumble over my words? What if they ask questions I can't answer? What if I freeze up like I did last month? You remember that, right? When I stood there like a deer in headlights, forgetting everything I'd prepared. The embarrassment still stings a little. But you didn't leave me in that moment, did you? Even when I felt completely alone up there, fumbling through my notes, you were there. Remind me of that today, Father. When I step into that conference room and feel my heart hammering against my ribs, whisper to my spirit that you haven't left me to figure this out alone. I think about David facing Goliath, and honestly, some days I feel like David. But most days, if I'm being real with you, the obstacles in front of me feel more like the giant. That difficult conversation with my teenager that I keep putting off. She's been so distant lately, and every time I try to reach out, it's like hitting a wall. Give me wisdom to know when to push and when to step back. Show me how to love her through this season without losing myself in the worry. Help me remember that confidence isn't about having all the answers. It's about trusting that you do. When I'm sitting across from her, trying to bridge this gap that feels wider every day, let me lean into your understanding rather than my own frustration. Teach me to listen first, to really hear what she's not saying behind all those eye rolls and one-word answers. The bills on my kitchen counter are another giant staring me down this morning. That unexpected car repair, the medical bill that insurance didn't cover as much as we hoped, the way groceries cost more every single week. My calculator and I had a pretty intense conversation last night, and the numbers aren't adding up the way I need them to. But you've carried us through tight seasons before, haven't you? Lead me to solutions I can't see right now. Open doors that seem locked tight. Guide me toward opportunities that will stretch our budget in ways that honor you and provide for my family. I don't need to be rich, God, but I do need confidence that you see our needs and you care about the practical stuff that keeps me awake at night. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doing enough, being enough, achieving enough. The comparison trap is real, and social media makes it worse. Everyone else seems to have it figured out. Their kids are making honor roll, while mine is struggling with anxiety. Their marriages look effortless while we're in counseling trying to remember why we fell in love. Their careers are taking off, while I'm still trying to find my footing in this new position. Shift my perspective, Lord. Help me see my life through your eyes instead of through the highlight reels of others. The woman at the grocery store yesterday who seemed so put together? Maybe she's fighting battles I know nothing about. The colleague who got the promotion I wanted? Perhaps you have something different planned for me, something better suited for the way you've wired me. Confidence isn't about comparing my chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20, is it? It's about trusting that you're writing a good story with my life, even when I can't see the plot twists coming. Even when the current chapter feels messy and uncertain and nothing like what I thought it would be. That health scare last month is still sitting heavy in the back of my mind. The doctor said not to worry, that the tests came back fine, but you know how my brain works. It goes to all the dark places, imagines all the worst-case scenarios. What if something's wrong that they missed? What if I don't get to see my kids grow up? What if this body that's carried me through 40-some years is starting to fail me? Breathe peace into those anxious thoughts, Father. Remind me that my times are in your hands, just like the Psalm says. Whether I have 30 more years or 30 more days, help me live them with confidence in your goodness rather than fear of the unknown. Show me how to take care of this body you've given me without obsessing over every ache and pain. The relationship stuff is hard too, God. That friendship that's been strained for months now over something that seemed so small at the time. Pride has built up walls between us, and now I don't even know how to begin tearing them down. Do I text first? Do I wait for her to reach out? Do I pretend nothing happened? Or do we need to hash it out? Grant me the confidence to make the first move, even if it means swallowing my pride. Life is too short and good friends are too rare to let foolish arguments steal years of connection. Give me words that heal instead of words that wound. Help me listen to understand rather than listening to defend myself. My kids are watching how I handle conflict, aren't they? They're learning from the way I navigate relationships, manage stress, face fears. That's both terrifying and motivating. I want them to see confidence that's rooted in you, not in circumstances. I want them to watch me fail sometimes and get back up, to see me afraid sometimes, but not paralyzed by fear. When my son struggles with that bully at school, I want him to remember seeing his mom face her own giants with courage. When my daughter hits obstacles in her own life someday, I want her to have witnessed confidence that comes from knowing she's loved by the creator of the universe, not from perfect performance or other people's approval. The dreams I've been carrying for years feel so fragile sometimes. That book I keep saying I'll write someday, the small business idea that excites and terrifies me in equal measure, the ways I want to serve you that feel too big for someone like me. What if I'm not talented enough? What if I fail publicly? What if I invest time and energy and heart into something that doesn't work out? But what if it does work out, Lord? What if you're just waiting for me to step out in faith? What if the very obstacles that scare me are actually the qualifications you're looking for? Moses had a speech problem. Gideon felt inadequate. Sarah was too old. David was too young. Yet you used them in ways that changed history. Maybe my insecurities aren't disqualifications. Maybe they're invitations to depend on you more fully. Transform my weaknesses into showcases for your strength. When I don't have the right words, be my voice. When I don't have enough resources, multiply what I offer, like you did with those loaves and fishes. The work situation has me second-guessing myself daily. New job, new responsibilities, new people to learn how to work with. Everyone seems to know things I don't know, have experience I don't have, confidence I can't seem to fake convincingly. That meeting where I suggested an idea and it was met with silence? I'm still replaying that awkward moment, wondering if I overstepped or if they just needed time to process. Replace that replay loop in my head with truth, God. Remind me that I was hired for reasons that made sense to people who know what they're looking for. I don't have to prove myself every single day. I just have to show up authentically, contribute what I can, learn what I don't know, and trust that you've placed me here for purposes I'm still discovering. This parenting thing feels like flying a plane while building it some days. Teenagers come with emotions I don't remember having at their age, problems I never had to solve, pressures that didn't exist when I was growing up. The internet has changed everything about childhood, and I'm constantly wondering if I'm protecting too much or too little, hovering too close or giving too much freedom. Build my confidence in the foundation we've laid, Father. Those years of bedtime stories and family dinners and teaching them to pray weren't wasted investment. The values we've tried to instill are still there, even when they're buried under hormones and peer pressure and the natural process of becoming their own people. Help me trust the work you've done in their hearts, even when I can't see evidence of it in their choices. Give me wisdom to know when to speak and when to bite my tongue. Show me how to love them well through these years that are hard for all of us, when they need me desperately but can't stand needing me. My marriage needs confidence too, Lord, not arrogance that assumes we've got it all figured out, but confidence in the commitment we made and the work we're willing to do. Some days we're teammates tackling life together. Other days we're like ships passing in the night, exhausted by our separate responsibilities, forgetting to really see each other. Strengthen the bond between us, God. When we're both tired and stressed and short on patience, help us remember that we're on the same side. We're not enemies, we're allies who sometimes lose sight of our common goals. Give us confidence to be vulnerable with each other, to say the hard things and work through the messy things instead of avoiding them. The aging parents thing is weighing on me too. Dad's memory isn't what it used to be, and Mom is trying to handle everything while pretending she's not overwhelmed. How do I help without overstepping? How do I honor them while also facing the reality that roles are shifting? How do I prepare for conversations about driving and independence and care that nobody wants to have? Grant me confidence to navigate this season with grace, wisdom, and respect. Help me see opportunities to serve them the way they served me without making them feel like burdens. Show me how to have difficult conversations with love, how to research options without panicking, how to be present for whatever comes next. That creative project I started and abandoned is still sitting in my spare room, collecting dust and mocking my lack of follow-through. Every time I walk past it, I feel this mixture of regret and possibility. What if I picked it back up? What if I actually finished something for once instead of getting distracted by the next shiny idea? Fuel my confidence to complete things, Lord. I don't need to be perfect or produce masterpieces. I just need to be faithful to finish what I start. Help me silence the inner critic that says nothing I create matters, that whispers I'm not talented enough to bother trying. Replace those lies with truth about how you've gifted me and how you can use whatever I offer. The community around me needs confidence too, doesn't it? My neighbor who's going through a divorce and can barely make eye contact. The single mom at church who looks exhausted every Sunday. The elderly couple down the street who never seem to have visitors. I see the need, but I talk myself out of reaching out. What if I say the wrong thing? What if they don't want help? What if I'm intruding? Push me past my comfortable boundaries, Father. Give me confidence to show up imperfectly rather than not showing up at all. A casserole doesn't have to be gourmet to communicate care. A text doesn't have to be eloquent to show someone they're remembered. A conversation doesn't have to solve everything to provide comfort. Use me as an instrument of your love in practical, everyday ways. When I'm tempted to assume someone else will help, remind me that maybe you've positioned me to be that someone else for somebody. Confidence isn't just about facing my own obstacles, it's about helping others face theirs too. This body I live in needs confidence as well, God. Not confidence based on how I look in photos or what size jeans I wear, but confidence in how you've designed me. These hands that aren't as young as they used to be have held my babies, comforted friends, created things, served you. These feet have carried me through decades of adventures, challenges, everyday moments that added up to a life. Help me treat this body with respect, without obsessing over its imperfections. Give me confidence to nourish it well, move it regularly, rest it adequately, without falling into the trap of thinking my worth is determined by my physical appearance or capabilities. I am fearfully and wonderfully made, stretch marks and all. The financial dreams feel so far away sometimes. Retirement, college funds, the vacation we've been planning for 3 years, the home repairs that keep getting postponed. It's easy to lose confidence when the gap between current reality and future goals seems impossibly wide. But you're the God of the impossible, aren't you? Show me steps I can take today that move us toward those goals, even if they're small steps. Help me celebrate progress instead of getting discouraged by how far we still have to go. Build my confidence in your provision, in your timing, in your ability to open doors I can't even see yet. As I wrap up this conversation with you, Lord, I feel that familiar shift happening in my heart. The anxiety that woke up with me is settling down. The obstacles that felt overwhelming when I started praying feel more manageable now. Not because they've gotten smaller, but because I remember I don't face them alone. You are my confidence, aren't you? Not my abilities, not my experience, not my track record. You. The same God who spoke galaxies into existence cares about my presentation today. The same God who parted the Red Sea can handle my family dynamics. The same God who raised Jesus from the dead can breathe life into my dreams and hope into my fears. I don't need to have all the answers before I take the next step. I just need to trust that you'll provide what I need when I need it. Manna for today's journey, not next month's challenges. Strength for this moment's requirements, not tomorrow's unknowns. Fill me with confidence that comes from knowing I'm loved unconditionally chosen purposefully, equipped sufficiently for whatever this day holds. When my voice shakes, steady it. When my knees knock, strengthen them. When my mind races, calm it. When my heart doubts, reassure it. I'm walking into this day not in my own strength, but in yours. Not with my own wisdom, but trusting in your guidance. Not with my own courage, but confident in your presence. You go before me, you walk beside me, you've got my back. What more could I possibly need? Thank you for this quiet morning conversation. Thank you for listening to every worry, every fear, every hope. Thank you for loving me enough to care about the big stuff and the little stuff, the practical needs and the heart needs, the immediate concerns and the long-term dreams. I'm ready now, Lord, ready to face whatever giants are waiting out there, ready to love my people well, ready to show up authentically, ready to trust you with the outcomes while I focus on faithfulness in the process. Give me confidence to be exactly who you've created me to be in every situation I encounter today. No masks, no pretending, no trying to be someone else. Just me, loved by you, empowered by you, confident in you. In Jesus' name, amen. If this prayer encouraged your heart this morning, I'd love for you to hit that like button and subscribe for more heartfelt conversations with God. Share this with someone who might need a confidence boost today, and let me know in the comments what obstacles you're facing. You're not alone in this journey, and God's got good plans for your life. Have a blessed day.